Hey, Cockleseat. This is Kitty Grozanowski with Macedonian Athletics Sports Academy. I want to go over what I saw teams doing during the MSXL Season Opener. Hopefully, it's going to helpful little recap for people, and also people playing the Eastern Paintball League because they're doing the same layout. First off, laning from Divisional 5 to even Divisional 3 was incredibly bad. A few teams I saw actually laned pretty decently for their division level, but that's a select few. I saw so many players running wide and way too many players making it alive. I hardly saw any team stacking guns in the back. I mean, laning is the first thing you do in a match. It's the most crucial thing that happens during a match. This layout has so many good lanes to shoot, and no one was taking advantage of that. Another thing that I noticed was that no one utilized how strong the temple was. It is literally the most important and powerful bunker on both sides of the field, on this entire layout. I saw quite a few teams go to the can. Heck, they even went to the can off the break, but they never jumped into the temple. They just stayed and played the can. I think that was the biggest mistake ever. The temple was literally a couple steps away, and it's an incredibly easy bump from the can, and the temple plays so much better than the can. I mean, it's easier to gunfight from a temple. You got a better angle from that temple than you did the can against the other bunkers, and I'm just surprised no one played the temple. I mean, not even a lot of people went to the can, let alone the temple. But, yeah, no one just utilized any of the bunkers on this field whatsoever. I mean, instead of using all the other bunkers, they pretty much just focused on the W. That was the focus for the whole tournament, it seemed like. I mean, I knew the W would be played a lot since it's easy to make, and the center X or the A or whatever you want to call it, it's been strong for many years to play, but it's been very underplayed and underrated, in my opinion. But with a new W, I expected to see a lot of people playing it, but I didn't expect that many. But damn was I surprised. Every point, at least one team went to it. I don't recall many points at all where no one went to the W off the break. You know, counting both sides, there was anywhere from 1 to 3 people at the W every point. I mean, very many teams, there was at least one person from each team going up to the W. Some teams even was like, hey, well, let's just send 2 people to the W. It's so dang good. But, I mean, everyone was just sending people to the W. I think you could utilize it, but not every point. I thought it was just way too much. But, I mean, there was no one shutting the W down either off the break. I thought this layout was easy to shut the W down. You have 2 people come out on both sides, go to the second pillar behind it, and you just shoot up the middle at the W. And if you don't see anyone going to the W, you just shoot at the back center or at the other pillars, etc. You know? So you have an option there if in case someone doesn't go to the W, but they're going every point. And if that guy does make it, you should be blasting him as soon as he comes out around either side of that W, because you have 2 guys shooting inside, both from those pillars, waiting for him. You know, then you just capitalize on this so hard from this spot for your team. You should be shooting the guy that goes to the W out. That's a kill. And then you're going to be putting so much pressure on that guy in that small Dorito from both these pillars. I'll be surprised if you don't get a kill there or anyone else in another pillar. I mean, if you're just dueling each other from the pillars, you should be getting a kill, hopefully. But, yeah, I thought this was a solid play, but no one did it. No clue why. It's very effective to shut the W down and anyone laning from the other team. If you can't effectively do this, well, then just be ready to keep sending people up the middle to go bunker out people from the W, because there was a ton of people playing that W, and I thought it was ridiculous that no one was shutting that threat down at all, or even attempting to. I mean, if your team tries to shut that W down and you can't get him, then you just got to go bunker them out because they're most likely going to be there every point. But yeah, I mean, as far as the pillars go, I didn't see many teams utilize the pillars at all. You could come out to the pillars and shoot great lanes, and the first pillar has a cross shot you can use to slow down a side while you push the other side really hard. I mean, you change the tempo of the game, or even just gain an advantage off the break by killing people going to these pillars. I thought they were pretty effective and a great resource to have on this layout. Another bunker I didn't see too many people play was the center Dorito. I thought the command center was a very strong bunker. I saw maybe one team utilize it, and they were sending 2 people there off the break and landing heavy, and they were just wrecking teams. No one could stop it. Same thing with the W. Teams were, not coming out to the pillars and utilizing them. You could stop that all day. Instead, they were just sending people out wide and get blown apart point after point from people going up to the center of Dorito or even going up to the W and they're shooting wide. But yeah, that command center, it's effective off the break at the beginning of the point because you can get up there easily and also lane out wide and get a great angle. But I thought it was even more crucial as the game began to break down a little bit because you can lock either side of the field off from that command center if you want. I didn't see teams doing that, though. But then again, the only team I really seen going up to the center Doritos was just decimating the other team off the break. So those points didn't last long enough to even really analyze at all. But yeah, my final thoughts for you guys are just take advantage of the pillars when you're laning and use them as like a primary bunker before you get out wide. Be watchful of someone going into the W at all times and move from the pillars to play the Temple and the Aztecs. Lane hard, then get out wide before they do. And it's going to be super easy for you guys if you just do that simple thing. You should do really well on this layout if you lane and then get out wide, rather than just sending someone out wide off the break. No one else is doing that. Make sure you're laning people. Make sure you're laning people. Hey, guess what? Make sure you're laning people. And one more time, just for insurance, make sure you're laning people on this layout. The lanes are nasty on this layout. Lane, lane, lane. Once up bodies, get wide, and then push down the field. Go to the Temple, and then go to the Aztec, and then smoke kids. This layout should be so easy to wreck teams. But have a great day, guys, and good luck at the event if you guys are playing the Eastern Paintball League. And if you played the MSXL, hopefully you can take something away from this and learn next time for your next tournament. So, thanks, guys. Have a great day.